Hello there, this is Retro Spirits Gaiden, and this is Virtua Fighter REMIX on the Sega Saturn, Sega's lovely Saturn console. Right, we have the Sega logo in Sega Blue, and we're using a Saru here with the Sega Saturn, so it loads pretty damn quickly. We have got some options here, including a sound test. Exactly, this is exactly what I thought. And here is the arcade version. We've got some updated character portraits. So this game is an update of Virtua Fighter for the Saturn because the original Saturn conversion was slightly lacking visually in comparison to games that came out on the PlayStation, including the heavily texture mapped and shite Toshinden. The Saturn version of Virtua Fighter had polygonal floors, which would disappear and clip as you moved around, and had no textures on the characters. That's the original release. It did look quite a lot like the arcade machine. It had fewer polys on screen. It had light sourcing, and generally it was a decent version of Virtua Fighter. They just thought, we'll add some textures here, we'll add some textures to these people, we'll put Jackie here in a red figure-hugging bodysuit, and let him use his massive, meaty fists to punch other characters squarely in the face. Yeah! Right, Virtua Fighter as a game is a bit of a love-hate thing for me. I like the idea of Virtua Fighter. I like the fact they went to all this trouble to motion capture some people doing moves and then gave you a floaty jump. I like that. I like that a lot. As a game, the first Virtua Fighter, at least, is fairly clumsy. Your inputs have to be perfect. You have to be perfectly spaced. Not in terms of like drugged up. I mean spaced between you and the other character. To pull off the throws, which is slightly irritating. It seems to be too hard to pull off throws in this version. And the music is kicking ass, that's true. Graphically, does this beat Toshinden? I don't know, it's been so long since I've seen Toshinden, I can't really remember, but I know that one had garage shading in it, which this one doesn't. So audio is good, graphics are fine, gameplay is Virtua Fighter, you know what you're going to get. Highly technical kind of 3-button control fighting game, in which the moves are finicky. Jump on his belly. He didn't. He rolled out of the way. God damn it, Jeffrey. Jeffrey just flattened me. Oh my god. This game is very stressful. I find I can never get past the 4th character. Doesn't matter who I pick to use. The 4th character is usually the ninja dude. I think his name is Cage. He just goes absolutely ham on me and just will throw me up in the air and kill me straight away, which is annoying. This is a 3D game that does work with the Saru. Some 3D games on the Saturn don't. This one does. So that's fine. Here's the Sega, high-res Sega logo. They knew how to use the high-res option on the Saturn from day one. They just didn't bother with this game. Pink screen there, that's probably because of the Saru. Let's watch the attract mode. Here we have Ninja versus female. Female wins. We have female versus Jackie. Female wins. We have Wolf versus Jeffrey. Wolf wins. Female wins. Ninja wins. I can't remember the names of all these characters. I think the one of the ladies was called Pi, and the other one was called Sarah. And that's Akira and Lau. So in fact, I do know all of the names of the characters. Look at me go. I am Mr. Knowledge today. It's generally a tidy game. Like, it's fine for its time frame. It just hasn't aged brilliantly. Wolf has always been my favourite character. I like the wrestling characters in games. He's got a 360-degree kind of hold you by the legs and spin you around move, which is very difficult to get the timing right on in this game, which is why I guess it's got a reputation for being a highly technical game. because of the timing and spacing that you need to employ to get these guys to grapple properly. Clotheslined him to death there. Almost turned his arse inside out. I don't know why I said that. Almost put his head through the floor. Yeah, that was a weird thing to say, wasn't it? I don't know what happened there. I think I was trying to say I nearly folded him in half. And then the wrong sentence came out, which is unfortunate when you're trying to do a voiceover for a video. Wolf has got some shoulder barges and some, like I say, clothesline moves, and a beautifully detailed chest area. His chesticles look very pert. He's got a little bit of a sort of 90s ponytail there as well, isn't he? Like he's an 80s executive on his weekend, fighting people on helipads. That's what I do on my fighting. Where do you do your fighting? I fight on helipads more often than not. It's usually helipads or pub car parks. Those are the two main locations for fighting, aren't they? Oh, Jeffrey's gonna do like a gorilla press. Splat me on the floor. He thinks he's the ultimate warrior. Take that, Jeffrey. Didn't like that much, did you? I've managed to do 2 throws there with Wolf. I've managed to work out forward and punch at the same time as a throw. That shoulder barge is like a get out of jail free card. I'll level with you. I use that way too much. Ho! He's a wolf, isn't he? So he's doing like a wolf sound effect. Here's Sarah. Sarah's got very accurate knee strikes and a jump flip kick, which she can pull off within a nanosecond of you launching another attack. I've got a sneaking suspicion this game plays with timing to beat you. I think the computer AI isn't all that, and I think they use timing tricks to mess you up in arcade mode. I guess if you're playing another human, that doesn't really happen, but versus the CPU, I've got a feeling it reads your input and cheats. Ooh, I'm glitching through the floor there. That's an unfortunate look for the Sega Saturn. Okay, this game is fairly cheap. You probably get a copy of this for like a tenner or less, I would say. And it's really the same sort of game as the original Virtua Fighters, so there's texture maps. So if you like flat shaded polygons, go for the original, even though it's a little bit more glitchy. If you like seeing decently textured, for the time, 3D characters without any light sourcing, go for this one. That's your choice. You could go for Virtua Fighter 2, which is a better game. There's no two ways about it. But still has some of these control woes where you need to be hyper accurate. Possibly these days this is more one for the collectors. If you're a collector of Sega Saturn stuff, it's a fairly easy one to get and pick up in really good condition for your collection. So that's groovy, I suppose. And just trying to think. I think it was this version of the game I got with my original PAL Saturn back in 1995 or whenever it came out. I don't think I ever owned the flat shaded polygon version of Virtua Fighter. I've only got that very recently. So this is the version that I say grew up with, but I was in my 20s at the time, so that's embarrassing, isn't it? Jeffrey just got stood on by Lau here. Lau's got an impressive ponytail and moustache combo. He is a goddamn hero. Yes, so I got this and Panzer Dragoon, and I spent most of my time playing Panzer Dragoon when I bought my original Saturn, and then I had to sell it quite soon after because I'd run out of money to buy food with. Yeah, sad story, huh? Anyway, it's all well and good. I ended up buying a Japanese version of the Saturn when I got a decent job. Oh, I could spend money on crap. Oh, and I've done that. Oh, sir, I have spent lots of money on crap. And that's the end of my review. Thanks for listening to this play and chat, and see you on the next one. Give me your opinions on Virtua Fighter REMIX in the comments. Alright then. Ta-ra!
2, ready, go! KO! Fight! 1, ready, go! KO! Fight! 2, ready, go! KO! Fight 3, ready, go! KO!